What's up guys, Coach Austin here with your Orangetheory workout tip of the day, and we're gonna talk about the 500 meter row. So 500 meters, oh man, that is a tough distance to row because it's a sprint, but boy is it a long sprint. But instead of going about this just starting off as hard as possible and then slowly dying your way through the finish line, we want to put ourselves into a position to finish feeling strong and feeling confident in our rowing ability. So then let's break the 500 meter down into chunks, and that way we can attack it one little chunk at a time. And the first chunk we want to focus on are the first 3 strokes of the row. I've talked about this before, about defining your intensity with the start of your effort. And we really want to make those first 3 strokes strong and definitive. But once those 3 are done, we want to take the first 100 meters of that 500 meter row to find our rhythm. So you're really going to want to establish a stroke rate that is going to be slower than what you started off with for those first 3 strokes, but something that is still relatively high. If I were you, I recommend maintaining at least 28 strokes per minute for this 500 meter effort. And by the time you hit that 400 meter mark, so 100 meters in, we should be in a nice, steady rhythm. And now between 400 meters and 100 meters, that is our working zone, where we just want to practice our stroke fundamentals, practice our rhythm, and practice being very efficient with each rowing stroke that we take. And being sure to practice the idea of power, patience, patience. Driving back hard with each stroke, but practicing patience on the way back up as you return up on the recovery. Now that doesn't mean slow things down to snail speed, but you can practice being patient even at a high rate, emphasizing the jump back, control on the way up. Jump back, control on the way up. Again, keeping the stroke rate relatively high. Then the last chunk of the row, the last 100 meters, this is our sprinting position. And so now, you're going to be pretty tired at this point, but keep the fundamentals in check. And now all we need to do is raise that stroke rate just a little bit higher. So keep the same drive with the legs, but now come up on the recovery just a little bit faster. According to physics, if you keep the same leg power, but you're coming up a little bit faster, you're going to be generating more power, and that way you're going to get more out of yourself for that last 100 meters than you did for the middle of that row. And you're going to blast to that finish line full speed, burning, making it happen. And yes, it's going to be tough, but man, when you set that handle down, you are going to be feeling confident and powerful in your capability as a rower. And that is what we want to build here, confidence while using this machine. All right, so break your 500 meter down into those different chunks. That way you can approach it with the right mindset, the right intensity, so that you can absolutely bring your best every time. That is going to do it for your tip of the day, guys. Get out there, make that 500 happen, and have a great workout.